With the upcoming release of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and the continuation of the Dark Ether storyline, I thought what more of a perfect time to return to Cold War Zombies than right now. I figured there was a few of you out there with the exact same thought as me, or perhaps you're coming into Cold War Zombies for the very first time. Maybe you've never even done the main story quests and Easter eggs before, or perhaps you need a little bit of a refresher. Regardless, whatever the case, welcome. I had the idea of doing a series of videos focusing on the Cold War Zombies Easter eggs for beginners, and this is the first in that series. I've tried my best to make everything as simple and straightforward as I can to ensure you can complete the Die Machine Easter egg with little to no issues. If this video helps you out in any way, shape, or form, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more gaming content. I'm on the road to 500 subs, and any and all support is greatly appreciated. So let's get into it. So before we officially jump into the match, I'm going to recommend you spawn in with the Gallows shotgun and use Frenzied Guard as your field upgrade. These are the attachments that I have on my shotgun in this clip here. So now that we're here in our spawn location, our main goal is to turn on power. But before that, we've got a few things to do. We need to rack up some points, buy a few doors, and rack up more points. Meleeing the zombies will earn you the most essence, and we'll need enough to buy our first few doors. We should be on our way out at around round 5. It's totally fine if it's not round 5, but we're looking for about 6,000 points. We're going to come and purchase the creepy bunny door and then remove the rubble on the stairs. From there we're going to continue up to the roof and then crouch at the old fridge for 100 extra essence. This will turn into the Wonder Fizz at a later point. We're going to chill up here on the roof until we've got around 14,000 points. The zombies will spawn a lot quicker up here, so just be careful. So now that we've got our 14,000 points, we're going to jump down the little hole and then purchase the door towards the pond. Once here, run over to the quick revive location and crouch again for 100 extra points. After that, we're running to the tunnel entrance and purchasing that door. Run through the tunnel, wait for the bunker doors to open, run down the stairs, and then purchase the door to your left. Now you're going to run through the little hallway into the medical bay, drop down and crouch at Speed Cola for your 100 extra essence, and then purchase the next door. Continue on running through the catwalk area up to power. You're going to have to purchase this door here, and then you can also crouch at Elemental Pop for your 100 extra essence. Turn on power, drop down, and go and flip on the 2 switches. Once you've got both switches activated, and if you haven't gotten any armor drops yet, now would be a good time to see if you have enough salvage to snag some armor from the armor man. Or you can tier your weapon rarity up instead. By this point, the anomaly should spawn in, so go and activate that. Once the anomaly is activated, immediately run up the stairs, jump over the railing, and continue up those stairs to the spawn room. From there, you're going to run through Noct until you get to the pond area. Here at the pond area, there will be a location marked Ether Tunnel, and this could be at 2 different locations. One is in the pond area, right where I marked, and the other is up by the crashed plane. In my game, it's the crashed plane location. If your game is similar, shoot the little power box and pick up the fuse. Then go down the tunnel, pick up the Pack-a-Punch part, and run it to the marked area. If you got the other location, that's fine. We'll pick up the fuse at a later time. Just go down your tunnel, grab the Pack-a-Punch part, and run it to the marked area. Once you exit the Dark Ether, you should have enough points to go ahead and pack your weapon to tier 1. If you need to put an ammo mod on, that's fine too, and I'd recommend Deadwire for help with the megatons. From here, we're going to start the Coffin Dance Easter egg so we can get a free jug soda can. Just follow me and shoot the little orbs that I do, and you'll be teleported to this fun little Easter egg based on the meme. Now once you're taken out of the Easter egg, you're going to run down the steps and collect your reward. It'll be a dog round, so be careful. Grab your jug soda can and run to the weapon slab. You're going to run up the steps and take the catwalk to the right and keep running till you see a room to your left. Now once here in the weapons lab, you're going to drop down under the bomb and then kill a few dogs underneath in this corner to collect their gas. Yes, you're storing their gas in this machine, but it'll be useful later on. Now once the round is changed, a megaton should spawn in, but try to evade him for now. A new anomaly should also have spawned in, and my location was in the pond. We're going to activate it and go into the dark ether once again. We need 3 objects to build the ether scope, and you'll have to run to each location to grab a part. Now one of the part locations will be here at the crash site on this plane engine right here. Just be warned, when you pick up one of these objects, a number of plague hounds will spawn in. The second location will be in the spawn room just right underneath the stairs right here. And be warned, more plague hounds will spawn in. Now the third and final part location will be right behind Pack-a-Punch near the ether tunnel here. Now I had a good RNG this game, but your part locations may vary in the order I've shown in the video. Just run to each area, and if the part's there, pick it up and check the other areas. More plague hounds will spawn in, and if you weren't able to fill the gas canister earlier, you can run and do so now. Once we're out of the dark ether, we're going to run to the little crafting table right underneath Pack-a-Punch and craft the ether scope. Grab that and a new rift should spawn in. Back in the pond area, there's a tree with mushrooms on it that we'll need the megaton to shoot with one of his special blast attacks. You can get this as soon as the megaton spawns in, but I had to wait till now in order to finish it. You know you've done it correctly when a line of dialogue happens and the mushrooms are now bright and dripping with goo. Next, we're going to purchase the tunnel entrance near the crash site and head down to the medical bay where our dark ether anomaly spawned in just a little bit ago. We're going to activate this rift and then immediately run into the room on our left where we'll see some old machines and a computer on the desk. Now once you're in the dark ether, we'll need to pick up Dr. Vogel's diary and run it to a few ghosts. Just drop down like I'm doing here, wait for the ghost to spawn in, and give him the diary. You can stay and listen to their dialogue if you'd like, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to run and show you all of the needed locations. The second location is here in the control room to the right of the trial machine between 2 of the trial reward locations. And the third and final spot is right where we crafted the ether scope, spawn the ghost in, and give him the diary. Our next goal is to get the wonder weapon, and we need to kill the megaton. This can be done at any point after we've had him zap the tree, but I waited until now. Once the mega is split, we'll kill the 2 halves and pick up the keycard they drop. Next, run into the weapons lab and interact with the weapons locker here in the corner. The drawer will open and you can pick up the DIE remote control. Next, we're going to run to our spawn room and train up a horde of zombies. We need a bunch for what we're about to do. Once you've got a good looking horde, run them inside and immediately flip on the die. Decoys are a good option here, but I only had stun grenades. Part of the reason why I'm using Frenzy Guard is so the zombies will slow down and be able to get sucked up. You know you've done it successfully when you get the dialogue weapon storage at maximum, fire when ready, go ahead and activate the switch, and then go pick up your wonder weapon. From here you're going to run up the stairs heading towards the roof. You'll notice a little box on the ledge above, so shoot that down and it'll drop a part. You'll then need to suck this gas canister over to use and just stand there sucking until it flies over. Pick it up and run out to the pond area where the other part landed. Pick that up and place it underneath the glowing fungus. From here we're going to return to the weapons lab underneath the bomb and put the gas canister in the corner area. We need to wait a few seconds for the gas to dispense and then we can pick it up. We're going to run up past the fungus tree towards the plane wing, and on the right side there will be a weapons crate we'll need to interact with, placing the gas canister on top. Knife or shoot the canister and it will explode. Interact with the canister again and you'll get the part for your die shockwave. We're going to once again return to the medical bay, but on your way back down, the fungus should have dripped all the goo into the flask. Pick it up and let's get on our way. Now once you're down in the medical bay, you'll see this big doohickey with 4 arms. Shoot the wonder weapon at the arms until one of them folds up. Now here in the medical bay leading into the particle accelerator room, we can interact with a weapons crate again, using up the cryogenic liquid we got from the fungus. Interact with the crate again and we'll pick up the next mod for our die shockwave. Run back into the medical bay and shoot the big doohickey until one of the arms folds up. Now 2 new rifts should have spawned in and we'll access the one in the pond area first. Once you're teleported to the dark ether, run up to the plane part that's floating in the air. Now if your ether tunnel for the Pack-a-Punch part was in the pond area, now is when we can pick up the fuse. Shoot the electrical box and pick it up. We're going to take this tunnel down and run to the weapons lab. Here in the weapons lab, we'll drop down under the bomb and stick the fuse into the plasma cutter in the corner. Once you're taken out of the dark ether, we're going right back in. run to the next ether rift right under Pack-a-Punch in the corner, activate it, and we'll need to find 3 different crystals. Making use of the ether tunnels is extremely helpful during this step. The ether tunnel behind Pack-a-Punch will take us into the bottom floor of Noct, and that's exactly where we need to go. Heading to the second floor from here, where Stamina Up is located, is our first crystal location. Once sucked all the way up, the front of your die will glow orange. While we're here, might as well snake Stamina Up too. Now we're going to head down the ether tunnel, or you can run to the Pack-a-Punch location if you don't have enough essence. Once we're on the bottom floor of the particle accelerator and Pack-a-Punch area, we need to head to the far right where we'll find the next weapon crate. Simply shoot the crate like I just did, and if done correctly, one of the bulbs will start glowing. The second crystal is located near the tunnel entrance right outside of the crashed plane area. Suck the crystal up, run it down, and shoot it into the weapon crate. The third and final crystal is in the pond area to the right of the mystery box location. Now if you were taken out of the ether like I was before you could successfully shoot the weapons crate, it's totally okay. We'll need to flip the round and wait for the ether rift to spawn in, and then we can return to the pond area to get our last crystal. While we wait, there's a few things we can actually do. The first is to check the armor man and see if we've got enough salvage to get some armor, or you can choose to upgrade your weapon rarity instead. Next, we'll run to the pond location. Here at the back of the truck is a weapons crate. After we put the fuse in the plasma cutter earlier, this is where that mod for the die goes. Interact with the crate and run it down to the medical bay where you'll once again shoot an arm and it'll fold up. While you're here, you might as well pick up Quick Revive also. You're going to continue slaying zombies until the ether rift spawns in and we can run and get that last crystal we weren't able to get earlier. Shoot the weapons crate, interact with it, and you'll get the last mod for the die. Next, return to the weapons bay and shoot the last little arm until it folds up. Once you're taken out of the dark ether, a new rift will spawn right outside the medical bay. Activate it, run and grab Speed Cola, go up the steps and hang a right where a new anomaly will be. Interact with it and some ghosts will spawn in and go through some dialogue. As long as you stay here in this location, no zombies will attack you. When you're taken out of the dark ether, a wrench will be right in front of you. Pick it up. Make sure you've got a Semtex or C4 because you're going to need it for this next step. If you don't have either, you can go to the weapons crafting table and craft one. Now up here at the tank, we're going to interact with it 3 different times and bang it with a wrench. The zombie will pop out, so simply kill it and then throw an explosive out the hatch. Doing so will cause the tank to fire. Run to the plain nose at the crash site area and you'll see the decontamination agent lying on the ground. Pick it up and follow my steps. Then, stick the ball into the containment unit. Now we need to flip some rounds until a megaton spawns in. Simply split the megaton and run them down to the medical bay where you'll need to lead each of the habs under the big container until they get sucked up. Once the megaton halves have been sucked up, you're going to run into the computer room and activate it. This will put you in a lockdown sequence, so just bide your time. Be prepared to run out of the right side as fast as you can because a crap ton of enemies will spawn in. Just run up and outside and you'll be just fine. So at this point we're officially boss fight bound, and you can either head to the rift and start the next sequence, or flip some rounds to get more points. I'd recommend grabbing a few extra perks, Pack-a-Punching the die, and maybe grabbing a support weapon from the crafting table. Once you're all ready, the ether rift is in the bottom floor of Noct. Activate it, run into the next room, and run all the way to your right where you'll access the ether ghost. As long as you stand right here and listen to the dialogue, you won't be attacked from nearby zombies. You can see they just run right past. When you're taken out of the dark ether, simply pick up the photo and you'll be transported to the boss fight. Once here, you'll listen to some more dialogue from Orlov before he runs to 3 different locations in the particle accelerator room. Now a few things of note. You can access the Pack-a-Punch and the Armor Man during this fight. If you run out of ammo, there is a ammo dump nearby, and I'd also recommend putting dead wire on your shotgun to help with megatons. You can't fail this boss fight unless you die, so don't die. If you're getting swarmed, simply run around to collect yourself if you need. Orlov can't take damage, but he'll stop working if he's being attacked. Simply take out the dogs and zombies hitting him and he'll continue working. Other enemy megatons and halves will spawn in also, and those are really what you need to be careful of. When you've successfully protected Orlov at all 3 locations, the bright light will flash and electricity will be spewing everywhere. Simply run up the stairs by the armor man and wait to exit the facility. Keep a close eye on my path and be prepared to kill zombies as you run out as fast as you can.
Raptor 1 at the LZ, Requiem Actual.
Using death machine. Single.
Raptor 1 on the ground. Strike team, we gotta go. Let's move it. This is Raptor 1. Strike team on board for extract.
And once you have boarded the chopper, congratulations, you have successfully completed the Die Machine Easter Egg. If this video has helped you out in any way, shape, or form, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe for more gaming content. If you'd like the Firebase Z Easter Egg guide, let me know in the comments below and I'll try my best to help you out. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.